Hey folks, Jon Najarian here. Great to have you join us for 3 at 3. Certainly been a brutal day for the NASDAQ, with the NASDAQ dropping more than 400 points. That gives you a pretty good idea of where the damage is being done. It's in the tech. After Apple, for instance, traded $2-3 trillion market cap, reversed off of that. And I'm not saying it took the market with it, because the selling was not just isolated to Apple, but Apple was one of the tech stocks that was getting some love up until that happened. And then they all just kind of ran for the exits. So with that bubbly outlook, let me get started with today's 3 at 3. Unusual option activity for today, the calls and puts that we've seen unusual activity in. I talked about some of these trades on the halftime report. And of course, if you're a subscriber, well, chances are you may have seen them already yourself. Remember, we have 3 different levels of service. So depending on which one you subscribe to, we have the full throttle, or we've got less and less, depending on how active a trader you are. So let's get started with 3 at 3, starting with RIVN. So they have earnings after the bell tonight. They're going to be building a $5 billion facility down in Georgia. They're going to need to raise money for that. Is that why we're seeing so many puts trading today? Because note there that it says bearish, even though it's green, because I'm kind of red-green colorblind. But it says that they're trading those December 100 puts. And they also traded puts at the 90 strike, the 85 strike, the 80 strike, and so forth. They were trading a ton of puts. That was with stock at 110. They were also trading the 110 puts, over 3,000 of those. So this is more concerted selling than we've seen. In the first 2.5 hours today, it traded more volume, more than twice the volume of all of the puts in RIVN, just the December puts. And those are the ones that you'd probably be betting on if you were somebody betting on a collapse or a revaluation, however you want to call it. Now, RIVN could come right out and surprise everybody, but I'm a little leery right now. And also Joe Manchin talking about cutting back on the EV credit. That's another thing that's kind of weighing on RIVN sentiment right now. So we see 5,000 of the December 100 puts with the stock at 110. And that date is wrong, by the way. That should be today's date. If you would like to get a present for somebody, why not a present that they could make some money? That's what Santa's thinking there. He's thinking that you're going to click on this, get the live stream. Go to marketrebellion.com/UOA live. That is marketrebellion.com/UOA live. And then you can get weekly trade ideas, live webinars, trading community. Whether you're a beginning trader, intermediate, advanced, we have something for everybody. Please check that out. And it does make a great stocking stuffer. All right, second trade today with the stock at 152, which was one of the few bright spots, is a travel-related stock, but not somebody that gets you places in a first-class seat. Instead, if people are going out, which they are, I mean, I just went 30 minutes in the TSA pre-line today, MAR, which is Marriott. 152 is the price of the stock, 6,000 plus of the June 160 calls. Now, as always, I'm going to buy one of those at the money calls and sell another one of those out of the money calls. In so doing, I put a limited risk trade on that I really don't have anything but directional risk on in the short term. So that's our second trade today. Third trade, OTIS Elevator. This stock has had a little bounce back and looking like it wants to trade back. I think the year high might have been 92 or 93. OTIS, OTIS, $86 stock. They're buying the 90 calls. So your choice on how you could play it: selling put spreads, or buying a call spread or calls. The strike they bought was the 90s. I bought a lower strike. And again, I like the play going into the end of this year. I am Jon Najarian from marketrebellion.com. Don't forget that you can always send questions into @Jon Najarian on Twitter. That's @JONNAJARIAN. It's going to do it for us today, folks. Have a great day. I hope you dodge some of those darts that were coming at us in those tech stocks. Good luck, and I'll see you tomorrow.